Hello everybody, this is a quick tutorial on how to create a door in the Foundry for Neverwinter that is unlocked with a key. As you can see, I have started with a blank mission, just for the simple purposes of showing you this demonstration. The very first thing that we do need to do is create the key. That is the most important part of this after all. You cannot unlock a door without a key. It's very simple. You just click on the Items tab, click New Item, and create the key. Now, you will have to give it a description. This is going to be the mouse over tooltips when you are in the game and it is in your inventory. You are going to have to give it an icon. Fortunately, Neverwinter has provided us with this excellent search bar. You can either select it from a category. I just prefer to use the search bar. I suggest using an image of a key, as this is a key. However, you can use any item that you want. Alright, and once it is created, do not click the X. The X will delete this key. Now, we do need to create a map. For the purposes of this, I'm just going to create a very simple dungeon map with 2 short rooms. So I have to give it a name and a version number, otherwise Neverwinter will not allow me to create it. I'm selecting the dungeon type with the dungeon hallway short. Now the nice thing is, when you create a dungeon, there are 2 interlocking rooms. If you see the green area there, the Foundry is smart enough to know that there should be a door there. Currently it is blank. There is no door, but there is a spot. If you were to select that spot, then you can give it a door image. Either a portcullis or a door. I prefer these because you can see through them. They look cooler, ambiance, and all that other good stuff. Make sure it never disappears. If you select that, you will not get the open animation at the correct point in time. So just keep everything else set up by default here. Alright, if you click the details, you will see the door icon on the map. Now we have our starting location and our door. At this point in time, the door will open anytime you run up to it and click on it. So what we need to do is we need to create an NPC that will give us that key. We're not going to do anything with the NPC just yet. We're going to do all that through the storyline quests, as well as create the door, making it lockable. Alright, the first thing we need to do is add the map in here, and have us talk to the NPC to give us the key. Get the key will be the name for our first quest. Make sure you give it a quest text, otherwise it just won't look very nice. Here is your key. Alright, on this screen it will drop an item, so you can select the key. This means once you complete this objective, you will have the key in your inventory. Alright, the second thing that we need to do is have the door unlock with the key. This does need to be placed after the dialogue. If you place it before the dialogue, you obviously won't have the key and you will fail. There are other options, such as putting the key into a box that you have to search for, where you don't need dialogues. We can get into that later. Again, we do need a quest test here. We're just going to call it Unlock the Door. Okay, the key will be a required item, which means if you had the key placed in a box somewhere, you will not be able to find it. We're going to have this consume the key on use. Now this is very important here. Now that we've created the objective, we do have to link it to the door. If we don't link it to the door will still just be a standard door. So we are now linking that to the dungeon portcullis that we created. You do require a key in order to open it. And we'll just give it a little quick text here, just so it's a little bit more user-friendly. Unlock the door is now complete. Now again, there's an interact failure text. This is what would be displayed if you do not have the key in your inventory. But again, in order to get to this point in the story, we automatically get the key from talking to the NPC that we created. Now, I'm just going to give it a quick one-over just to make sure everything's here. I must place all the components. Oh, I forgot to talk to the NPC. And that's why you always check the orange flags before you try it. If you see here, the Get the Key dialog is not currently linked to an NPC. So we are going to go ahead and do that. We only have one NPC. We don't really need to figure out which one that is. Now, going back to the maps. We don't really need a map transition here because all we're doing is testing out this one small area. I do apologize for how slow my computer is. This will take a few moments as it loads. I might edit this out of the video, then again I might not. I'm lazy, and lazy people like to do things like that. So we'll just sit here while it's loaded, and I will serenade you with the sound of my voice as I speak. Didn't even get a chance. There it is. It is now loaded. So, as you notice, I will open up the inventory, and I do not currently have anything in my inventory except for the minor injury kits. If you notice, the door is not even interactable at all at this point, and that's simply because it is used as an objective later on in order to unlock it. So, the first objective is to get the key. We're going to talk to the Acolyte. Here's your key. Now, if we open up our inventory, there's the key in the inventory that we created. If you mouse over at the text does say this is a key. And sometimes it will tell you the correct quest to use it on, sometimes not, and I didn't bother setting that up. If you notice, the door is now clickable. We will open the gate. And there you go. You now have a door that is created that is opened by a key. Thank you very much for watching my videos. This is Vin, signing out.